What's up everyone? In today's video we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin as well as Verasity. The market is right now dumping a little bit, not too crazy, but we're going to be having a look at this support region. Very crucial support region we're going to be having a look at. We're also going to be talking about the volume profile on Bitcoin and VRA. But let's start off with the TA of Bitcoin real quick. Very short. So we are below the VPVR right now, which is the volume profile. Very important level. The red line right here is actually the point of control, the area where the price has mostly been traded essentially. And as you guys can see over here, we don't have a lot of support level. The next support level would probably be 35,000, 32,000, around this area. So this is a very key important level right here, because this level right here is a little bit dead. As you guys can see, the volume profile is increasing. Another thing I want to have a look at is on the weekly time frame. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is pretty interesting. We do have a bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. Let's have a look. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, as you guys can see, we did make a little higher high right here, and of course we made a lower high on the RSI. So if I take this and I connect these two right here, and I take on the RSI and I connect it to the bottom, this is essentially a bearish divergence. So we could see either more movement towards the downside or a little bit of a consolidation. So this is what we're gonna have to keep our eye on. And let's have a look at Verasity, because this is enough in my opinion. Nothing too crazy to see over here. Anyways, Verasity VRA, guys, for those of you guys who don't know, streaming platform. Let's have a look real quick. Streaming platform, NFT, metaverse, whatever you guys want to call it, currently traded at 2.5 cents. We got a market cap of $116 million. Very cheap, very undervalued in my opinion. Collectible, NFT, gaming, entertainment, payments, $26 million volume, and that actually decreased 32%. We got a volume to market cap ratio of 22% and a circulating supply of $4.5 billion. So look at this dump right here. Let's have a look and dive in straight into the charts real quick. We're gonna make it short. So here's the thing, guys. Ever since we had this crazy movement on, I would say right here, actually, nope, sorry. Ever since we had this crazy movement at on the 23rd of July, 2021, this is where the point of control is on Verasity VRA. So that being said, can we come back all the way down to this level? Now, the reason why is because we know the point of control is the most interesting and the strongest part. We know that we are below this level right here, which was essentially the second strongest point of control. This was a pretty strong support. So my thoughts is, are we going to come back and see 1 cent Verasity again? Should you sell right now? No. Before anything, guys, none of this is financial advice, so always do your own research and due diligence. Now, the good thing about this right here is on the RSI, we are a little bit oversold. So am I saying that we're going to come all the way down to 1 cent? Probably not. But we do have a key support region right here at 2.5 cents exactly. This was a massive rebound. So there's a few things we have to look at. Is first of all is essentially this head and shoulder that we have playing right here. As you guys can see, we have this head and shoulder. And now we know that usually when we have a head and shoulder, we usually come back and retest. So can this be the resistance that we're going to retest before coming back down to 1 cent? It's very possible. Another thing is, if I draw the neckline for the head and shoulder, it actually meets up exactly at that region. So this is actually a pretty interesting neckline right here, and it's interesting that it meets up exactly with the second point of control of the VPVR. So this is something we definitely have to keep in mind and have a look at. So if you guys are over leveraged, make sure you don't over leverage your position, because things can get very shaky here. And as we know, when Bitcoin dumps, the whole market dumps. And if Bitcoin does dump indeed 3-4%, then we're going to see Verasity dump 20 or even 30%, because right here we have a very crucial support level right here, and if we break that, we're pretty much free falling. We're most likely going to peak very fast at 1.1. So I'm going to be having and putting some orders at 1.1 cent. But anyways, this is on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, we do have some more downwards move. As you guys can see, we do have a massive bearish divergence. As you guys can see, nothing too crazy. Boom, if I take this and I connect it, it's exactly like Bitcoin. Why is it exactly like Bitcoin? Because as you guys know, Bitcoin's king, and usually the altcoins will print what Bitcoin is doing. So this is another thing on the weekly time frame. We're seeing another massive bearish divergence right here, and it can be hidden because unfortunately we did make a lower low right here, or an equal low. So this is also another strong support on the RSI right here. If we manage to break that, we're most likely going to go back down to 30 on the RSI. Now let's have a look on the weekly on the exponential moving average. So this is also very, very crazy. We actually haven't broken the EMA ribbon since the February 8th, 2021 on the weekly time frame. And as you guys can see, we are breaking it clean right here. We did have a slight breakout right here a few weeks ago, not a few weeks ago, 6 months ago, I should say. And we essentially didn't break it as far as this. So that's that. Let's have a look at the regular moving averages on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we are below the 200 moving average. And as we know, when we do have a big move below the 200 moving average, that is usually bearish. On the 4-hour time frame, we could break down the 4-hour time frame right here. Everything we're below not only the 50 moving average but the 200 moving average. So like I said, guys, there's a very, very strong support level right here at 2.5 cents. So things are going to get very, very, very interesting unless we do break this level right here at 2.7. If we manage to break 2.7, then we should make a move towards 3.4, which is exactly what I mentioned, the rebound that I mentioned before coming back down. Or we could essentially go up and then come back here to 3.5 and then continue the bull run. But as of right now, we are in a bear trend. There's no question for Verasity. I mean, look at that. Bearish. You know, it was like bearish consolidation, and then dump. So anyways, guys, this is my video on Verasity VRA. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.